in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. A short kick taken at the 18. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Like, I'm getting frustrated with it.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Right to the air is Mahomes. As he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. He's got him in, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him up the spot in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring a man off the court.
I'm in a Madden game.
He gets home for a loss of 6.
Yeah.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last
week.
Week.
7.
Sends this one away.
Yeah.
Punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Man, I feel like Yeezy is going to just stay the same. Like, that shit not about to. I feel like that shit not. I feel like that shit not dead ass. Like.
Teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and score. scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through.
That's what I'm saying. Of course they're gonna drop this nigga after they restock every easy slide like 10 times. They restock the wave runners. They restock the turtle doves. Nigga, they restock every classic. The only thing they ain't restock is like the Nikes. That's it, and they can't.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep
Man,
certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a
yeah.
huge play in one of their first tests in
Yeezys is, I feel like, and what, like, Foot Locker taking Yeezys out the fucking store. Nigga, what Yeezys was in the Foot Locker anyway, my nigga? Like, when have you ever walked in the only time you can walk in the Foot Locker and get a pair of Yeezys was them booty ass fucking, what them shits called, bro? What them shits called? Fuck. But you know what I'm talking about, bro. But what Yeezys? They don't got the 50s in that bitch. Yeezy slide, you capping. Oh, you did. But see, that would never happen in America, bro. There's no way I'm gonna walk into a Foot Locker on a random Tuesday afternoon and pick up a pair of Yeezy slides, bro. You got blessed. They probably just put that bitch up there.
First and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on first down is Carr. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to run through. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this first half and got saved, but no such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a 2nd time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Rocky Sin there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear you.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle they go. Warner. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He's got the hook up to Miller. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said,
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking deep for Adams. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, blitz
coming, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete, Moore. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warner. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. He's past the 30. And he will be out of bounds. Field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, they'll throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Warner, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 26 yards. yards. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catches, and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mahomes throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes on the move to his left. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could... Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing now is Carr. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Flush to his right. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
What now?
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Carr. Going up top for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 27, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Finding Kelsey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes will throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
On first down, Warner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Mahomes. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Butker now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Chiefs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.